YouTube, happy Wednesday, good morning. It is 9:45. Market just open. I'm finishing up my run plan, getting everything in order as of right now. And that's about it. Currently scoping the YM and the NQ. That kind of flip flopping places on which one is the lagger right now. ES is the unch play, so that's going to be the NTZ. Yeah, man, sitting back, waiting to see what price is gonna do, how these 4 hour candles are gonna close. Patience, patience, guys. But we're here, man. Good to see everyone. Make sure you guys tap into the Discord. We're hopping in the Discord right now. Shout out to all my people over there, Max Woods, all my guys. Yeah, we're here, man. About to let Top Step X. Fast Markets is going on right now. Gonna watch this until my boy Kevin pulls up so we can make sure we catch all the news. And besides that, I'm here, about to get this work done, guys.
We will keep an eye out for those headlines. Keep an eye out on treasuries. But yes, nothing scheduled in the near term future here. All right, we are General, throw it to you now. We are we're holding around these lows in the Nasdaq. Struggling to push it lower, but buyers are struggling to take it higher. What are you looking for here? We're about 15 minutes in the New York session. You see this? Is this a potential setup, or are you still remaining patient in terms of where we go from here as we kind of just chop around the lows in the Nasdaq, about 8 points off?
Yeah, this is definitely more of a observe and be patient. It's definitely a tug of war, like you said, going on. It's not seeming to break the lows just yet. However, every time buyers do step in, the aggressive sellers come in and they want to take control. So I think it'll either get to a point where the buyers give up and they're put underwater and all their efforts aren't working, and then we continue to sell off. But for me, for it to make sense risk to reward wise, I would want to see some kind of pullback to the 860s where we have VWAP. There's also a pretty significant stacked imbalance there. The sellers that created the aggressive sell off, that's where the majority of the volume was. But if sellers are going to remain in control, it may not pull back there. So either way, I'm going to be back. I'm going to just be patient. I know more setups are going to show up, and just observe kind of the back and forth going on between buyers and sellers right now.
Definitely. This is where they bait the buyers in the Nasdaq. They say, all right, coast is clear. They've been towing the water to the long side. And so I was like, nope, we're not done. We got more.
And I've seen it too many times where I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'll just hop in shorts, but then maybe we'll come up, sweep out these highs. The initial sellers that were a little impatient get stopped, and then we see the sell off. And I don't want to be a part of the impatient guys. I don't want to join in on that. It's happened too many
Definitely
times.
Been there. Definitely been there before. Yeah, we just printed some new session lows there, 24,820 in the Nasdaq. ES point and a half off the session low, 67.15, half about a point off of that in the ES. Leon, what's up? Leon on the chat says, it's time to sweep Asian lows. You can do it, Nasdaq. All right, you heard from Leon, Nasdaq. Let's see if we can do it. Also, you heard me talking about those levels, right? Pin to the top of the chat or the indicators tab at Top Step X. No one could bring him better to you than Mr. John Hoagland. Hoag, come on in here. Let's get your thoughts on this first 15 minutes. Call it 20 minutes now in the New York session. Hoag's looking a little heavy, pushing lower here, but what are you seeing? I want to get your thoughts on NASDAQ, ES, and gold. Let's go NASDAQ first and then gold. Hoag, good morning, my friend.
Good morning, everybody. Great to see everyone. So, yeah, as we talked about on the opening call, the market's opening in between two high-volume nodes in the NASDAQ and the S&Ps. We're looking for one or both of those high-volume nodes to be reached today. S&Ps and NASDAQ actually just reached an assumed lower high-volume node here. I've got that right around 24,812. If we do find buyers down here, the market could rotate back to the upper distribution up around 24,939. However, I'm not looking for buys right now, as the opening range is the dead ass high in the S&P and in the NASDAQ. Right now, it's got me looking for shorts. We're just sweeping the Asia low, as everybody was kind of talking about. And if we can't get back above those, we could see this market continue to roll lower. Lots of aggressive selling in the S&P and in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ Delta already down negative 3,000.
Wow.
S&P Delta already down 5,500. So we're seeing some very aggressive market order sellers getting into the short side here. As far as gold is concerned, there's a little bit of a change in the personality in gold. We are seeing yesterday we had a failed upside auction that led prices lower. Today, same situation. We're seeing a failed upside auction. That is a little bit of a change, folks. We are in a short time frame trend to the downside, and we are seeing rallies being sold at, at or and above and below, of course, the initial balanced high, and for 2 days in a row. IB high today in gold 38.0510. IB low 37.9680. Market just took out, that's what it does when it leaves a failed upside auction. It trades to the initial balance low, traded to it yesterday, traded through it, traded to it today, traded through it. We are kind of seeing the 100 session moving average showing a little bit of support for gold right now. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And just a quick look at the S&Ps. S&Ps have already traded. Yeah, it's all sellers right now. I don't want to buy it.
You're at 66.50 in the SPX right now, so this would be the biggest put support that I have on the 0 dates. But let's see if we can sweep the lows first.
We have a weak low in the S&Ps yesterday. This is an unfinished downside auction. I would like to see us sweep yesterday's lows and then maybe find some buyers for a return back into the range. But again, with the opening range at the high of the day, I'm not looking for longs without some sort of structure or support level.
Yesterday's lows, what do you got at Hogue? Like 01? 67.01, somewhere around there?
Yeah, 01.75.
01.75. All right. Well, we got down to 67.06. Jack, looking for we got down to 67.06 in the ES. Again, pretty aggressive selling. There is some volume behind this as well. A 3-point pop. Look at the NASDAQ bottomed out at 24,784, right back up to 24,800. Any setups we like here? Jaron, do you like what you're seeing so far in terms of setup? Or are you going to let this see where they want to take this? Dow's turning around as well. But Jaron, what are we thinking here in NASDAQ? Good thing we didn't take those longs up around 24,825. Where do we go from here, Jaron?
Yeah, that's right. It did come exactly, kind of where I wanted to see a little pop. I'm still not fully convinced on it. Like Hogue said, I would want to see some more structure, but the VWAP that I drew from FOMC lows would bounced off of every time since the last week. That's exactly where we are now too. Same kind of structure that we built yesterday at the lows, and now we are trying to. Looks like buyers may be stepping in here. It's significant too because I'm looking at Bookmap and I'm looking at a footprint chart. There is a lot of selling coming in too, and so if there's a lot of selling coming in, and then the buyers reclaim above that level, that could be a good indication of a nice little pullback. Maybe not to the highs, but maybe VWAP, a little short-term scalp.
Yeah, I was going to give it a shot. Here we go in the chat. Jose Gonzalez says, man, what a blessing to have Mr. Hogue teaching us his knowledge of the markets. Jose, I agree. That being said, click like, click subscribe, click bell. You do agree that we are blessed to have Mr. Hogue teaching us his knowledge of the markets. 182,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. Hogue has been around. He's seen some shit too. So I always lean on my man. I have a question and say, what are you seeing here, Hogue? So see that. Hogue, are you tiptoeing to the bearish side in gold, Hogue? Did I hear that? You heard a personality change in gold. We've touched that stove a couple times, Hogue, but if you're seeing volume showing that.
Yeah, that's a short time frame.
Sure.
I don't think gold is at risk of seeing any significant pullbacks anytime soon. In the short term, yes, I do like shorts now, but I'm not selling any physical gold. I'll tell you that much.
Nope. Well, that's a keeper.
Well, Andre, it's going to make me a little sick if we bounce exactly here in the ES. We look at my charts real quick. Right now, the low is exactly at that 66.50 SPX, like to the tick. They don't do ticks in that, but
no. Like what corresponds with 67.06 in the future? So we might get another test down there. Maybe to dip a toe. But every time we've seen this, the buyers are trying to that negative delta has definitely got me a little. Caught my attention. Let's say that. We've seen these pops come in and sellers just continue to push it lower. We do have a number in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes to do home sales. Oh, we just look at that bounce though. About 30-point bounce in the Nasdaq, back above 24,800, trading 24,815. It's about 30-point pop there. Yes, with about a 5-point pop off those lows recently. Just printed 67.11 last trade. Mr. Nodick says volume is crazy today. There's definitely some volume behind that sell-off in those equities, Nasdaq and the ES. Gold basing around 37.94, $5 off the lows there. Dakota, what was that price you want to see, Paul? You wanted to see 7.9. Dakota, we got to. Oh, you want to see 740s, Dakota? Or was that Jaron? Someone wanted to see a pullback to 740. Never quite got there. When Dakota gets back. If we get another test, what's that? Jaron, you're getting locked in here, Jaron. I can feel it. I can sense it.
Yes, I am getting
set up.
in.
Do we have a setup brewing here?
Potentially, definitely a potential setup.
Okay. Stay out of your way. Let us know if you do get
I'm
in.
back. I'm back, man.
Oh,
Allergies been kicking my ass this
good.
morning.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
And
Let's see if we get this.
is anybody seeing the Head and Shoulders in the S&P and the Nasdaq?
I see it in the chat. I'm not. Are you seeing it? 'Cause I'm
Oh,
not
the
seeing it in
big
the chat.
one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the big
Show it
guy.
to me.
Yes.
Please. What
Right here.
minute chart? What minute
I
chart are
mean,
you looking
can
at?
you can see it on the 15, but it would probably look better on like
Oh.
a half hour. I mean, that's pretty.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, there it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop was right. That was legit.
Pretty textbook.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to ask the follow-up question. All right, we've identified the head and
Chris Berman,
shoulders.
baby.
What are we looking? Oh yeah, what are we looking for next? All right, we've identified that. What do we do with it? I guess is my question. When would you see that
Where would you guys put the neckline? Is the question.
neckline?
So we break the neckline, then it's continuation to the downside.
Where would the neckline be, Hogue? I see head. I see two shoulders. Neckline is beneath those shoulders, or above the shoulders, beneath the head. Talk to me here. Walk me through a head and shoulders pattern.
Well, here I've got it kind of on the S&Ps here. So this, loosely, you've got the left shoulder this low, the head this low. That's the neckline.
I see.
So we came
Correct.
dangerously close. Dangerously close in the S&Ps. I'll look at the Nasdaq. Let's put it across. There
Above.
we go. There.
Oh, look at
There.
that. What's that price then? What's
we
the price?
We were looking into the abyss there for just a moment, weren't we?
Oh no.
Yeah, we tested right to it almost.
Pretty much, right? So, I mean, these are everything's a zone. There's nothing finite in futures trading, but if you were to look at it, at it actually, have a break of the neckline, it could be around 24,979, 74, 797. Let's try that again.
790.
24, 797.
Marcus, take a bit of a pause here. We got the Nasdaq trying to creep this thing higher. About 30 points off the session lows, 24,814. Anything on the tilt? Tilt, not leaning one way heavy or the other. Again, house count is long 5 micro crude from 64.31, about 5 cents in the money right now. As house crude trades at 64.36. We got this number in 55 seconds. Do home sales. Month over month, expected minus 0.3%, minus 0.3% month over month. And then in about a half hour, EIA, everyone's favorite, EIA crude oil inventories number.
Maybe getting a 3-bar reversal here on the 5-minute here in NASDAQ.
Let's show it to me.
Yep, right there. Right here, we had this nice sell-off.
Mhm.
And now we have this, indecision candle. And in the next 30 seconds, if we could finish above that candle's high, we just broke it. And that's a reversal pattern. It can be. Especially the fact that we swept the Asian session lows and we tested yesterday's lows.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how it plays out.
All right, new home sales, 2 seconds. Expected minus 0.3. And
Here we go.
Anticipation.
whoa. That's not a real number. Hold on.
All right, I am
seeing
long.
I'm seeing up 20.5%. Is that right?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's based on small numbers, right? So what's happening there is that the expected units was 0.65 million and it came in at 0.8. So yes, is that a 20% beat? Yes. But it's like sometimes they'll say, this always drove me insane when rates were around zero,
Right.
all right? And they would go like up 10 basis points and they'd be like, oh, the yield rates are up 50%. It's like, no, they're based on small numbers.
Put it in context.
I see it. Yeah, expected 650,000. Came out 800,000. But still 20 point. That's a. We don't see them that way. Okay, yeah.
All right, I'm long.
Let's go.
817.
Knew it.
817, Hogue.
5
micros.
Yep, 817.
Let's see if this 3-bar reversal gets some momentum to the long side.
I was waiting for it.
Need to see us break 25, 26 or 26. 826 is where I want us to break. We got to break through that.
We're just gonna start.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here we go.
Here we go indeed. ES last trade 67.10. 4
There is
points
some
off the
pretty
lows.
significant market buy orders coming in right now, but it's not looking like it wants to go up. If it does break that high, Dakota, I think you'd be good. I think it'd be good to run at least another 30 points or so, but it definitely needs to take that high and continue with the aggression.
I love this. Hold up.
Hold up. Oh, you better close that Ninja Link, friend.
Yeah. Let's trade 24,810. 810. I think it's just on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah. 807's last trade in the NASDAQ. About 20 points. All right. See some selling here in the ES. 2 points off the lows. 67. Ooh, buyers step right back in. Back up to 10s. ES, they're just punching each other right now. Going from 67.10 down to 67.08.
So
If we can
just
just
that everyone
hold
out
this,
there,
I might.
yeah,
Go ahead, Jack.
doesn't think we went insane. We on air heard something that we thought might be on air. Oh, it's all good. We weren't just yelling at the ether.
If we hold this level, I might even build a bigger position here.
Oh, you're long 5.
Yeah, 5 micros.
What's
We'll
up?
need
You
to
said
hold
I
these
knew it.
800.
Why'd you say I knew it? 3-bar reversal setup?
'Cause
Is
he
that
was-
what you said?
Yeah, because he was hawking that 3-bar reversal.
Mm-hmm.
See if we get this.
Talk
thing
about
around.
it. Got to trade it.
I mean, setup. What's the upside? Well, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for the retest of this zone right here. Check. We're almost there. Look at that.
There it is. Here we go.
Just like I drew it up. Yeah, let's see if I want to see these 40s coming back into play.
40s. Okay, we've got about within 10 points of that. 3-0 last trade. Nothing on the tilt. Yes, grind this thing higher. Closing on overnight VWAP, about 4 points to go. About 7 points off. Yes, much tighter range so far. 20 points in the first 35 minutes of this New York session. Right now, Dakota long 5 MNQ. 24,817. About 20 points in the money. Let's see how he manages this thing.
Yeah. Close one out right there. Close one out at 37. There's the 40s. There's another profit right there.
That was a textbook right there.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten my risk.
Tighten that risk. Gonna let a runner go.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, yes.
Tighten
my stop up. We'll see if we could get any follow through in those 40s. We tagged it. I'm not looking for a home run. Just base it back to where we've been before.
Love it.
You got out of two of them there, Dakota.
Yes. Yep. Got out of 2 of them right at like 37 and then 40, and then I'll trail it. I'll trail it the way I normally do with my 100 tick chart, and I'll look for these pivots that we make on this 100 tick chart.
Oh.
So maybe we can make another one right here somewhere.
Breadcrumbs.
So that's all we're looking for. All we're looking for. Chad, where does Baron come on? Baron will be joining us in about an hour and a half or so. It's 30 minutes of fast markets. Very much looking forward to that. I haven't seen Baron in a minute, so it'll be good to catch up with him. Jaron, of course, trading buddies with Baron, Dakota as well. 4,816, man. How many did you take off, Dakota? 2, you said?
2. Yep. I'm looking for another pivot to trail my stop loss, and I'm thinking that we might be putting one in here. If we fail this, then I think it'd be easier just to get out.
Yeah.
I already took profits.
And the long thought they had the tiger by the tail. Long thought they had the tiger by the tail there. This market ain't. Doesn't never a straight line, is it, Hogue?
Yeah,
Never
I'm
a
out.
Straight.
No.
Sorry, nice trade.
I'm out. Profit's profit.
Absolutely. Another setup coming.
Good trade.
Yep, absolutely. Jared, I'm gonna throw it to you now. We're about 36 minutes into the session. Great patience so far. You up $500. What can you context? Give me some context right now. What the context of the first 35 minutes in the Nasdaq? I'm looking to you here, Jared. What's the context of the trading session so far?
Definitely still leaning towards shorts. Context, the first 30 minutes, sellers definitely showed us they were in control. I was really wanting it to come. I mean, wants is a hard word to say when you're trading because the market doesn't have to do anything. We did kind of come right up to this 9 EMA and reject. If we would have came up to the point of control in VWAP at the 848s and saw some kind of failed buying or aggressive selling step in, I definitely would have got in right there. Maybe was a little too patient on that one, but I'm never going to be mad about being too patient. If I don't see something that really sticks out to me, I'm not going to force anything, but definitely did like that it rejected right there. That's what I wanted to see. Just would have wanted to see it come up a little bit more.
Righty. Jack, we got the pop off those 06s up to about 14. Yeah, I call it 67.16. A little bit of a pullback. We get a retest of those 67.06s. A little bit more hesitant to dip a toe to the long side if we do get back down there, or is it a rinse and repeat type trade?
What I was looking for didn't happen yet. If we get down there, we're pretty close at that point. We'll be hitting the when you hit the lows of the session, it tends to go through a little bit, search for stops, and then we get to yesterday's low is only a few points below that. I'm looking for some kind of breakdown down there to then buy the 5705, 5706 going the other way. We haven't seen it yet. It just kind of ran away from that 6650 SPX level. We're still not too far from it.
All right, guys, we are here, man. We are looking at the NQ and the YM. We got our SL 4-hour and our spread 4-hour signals. Right now, the SL 4-hour on the YM is a FOMC high long. Stop under 46,636 at the least, 46,612 at the most. And then my partner is mapping out the NQ. That's pretty much in the same situation. We're going to take the opportunity that we can afford. Yeah, I need my stop under that 613. So it's actually like, damn, from here, bro, it's actually like 63 points. Like, say we get a doji green candle right here. Price, we're anchored right here. We could probably go 50 to 60 P's, 2 cons, YM. Yeah, just watch your candles. Watch your candles, hold your horses, man.
I don't love having two options. I mean, the two options is the leader and the lagger.
Yeah, I
But it
think
just comes-
they're
the,
so
the elimination is going to come down to what we can afford.
what we can afford. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
That lagger is going to provide like if it ends up.
They're
being
so close though. It's like 0.8 right now. Off the highs. Off of yesterday high. So it would come down to which one we can afford. You feel me? I don't think it's like a big. You put, I'm still learning the concept, but just off the price point tool from the highs of yesterday, the current price right now, you're gonna 8.8,
These are
8.6.
These are 8, and then the fucking.
Where's the ES? What's the ES?
And the ES is 0.6.
Okay, so that's the leader. Okay, ES clear leader.
ES clear leader.
These two are they like in the same spot, right? They're like in the same situation.
8.6. Nah, why 8 is closer to 0.9.
I mean, 0.6, 8.6 is what I'm getting on YM. But, oh yeah, you are right there.
I'm getting 0.87 on NQ though. So they pretty much like the same.
They're like right here.
Yeah,
so it's gonna.
don't
That's
know
fine.
which one's
That's
gonna be
fine,
the fucking
boss,
next.
because it's gonna provide. Bro, they're in the. They're.
I don't think it.
You don't think there's like the same situation that you can take.
It is.
You can
It
take
is.
because really overall the leader's the ES. What's
Yeah,
the
overall-
ES doing right now? Let's go see what the ES
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
because the
overall
ES
the
probably
ES is
providing like
doing
an
right.
easy ass fucking situation. It's gonna close green. Its SL4 is like right down here at
06.
yeah. So you're talking about it yesterday's low long on the ES. Feel me? 67.
Ryan's gonna be the inch.
YM's gonna be the inch.
Ryan's gonna be the inch. They're both providing a risk reward. So like if they do it, if
Yeah.
they do it, they all do it.
They all do it
They all do it. But
That's cool.
Based on
based on the percentages.
this how
That's what
based
it
on
is.
the percentages, and then like ES is leading. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like if it comes down, it's like point off between YM, and the YM is more correlated to the ES and the NQ in a way.
Mm.
So I would just kind of like say that NQ's a lagger in that situation because like YM's gonna follow closely to. It's just so close though. I think they're both giving the same.
I think they're
ROI.
both good opportunities. Yeah, both giving the same ROI.
Yeah, but you just gotta be careful.
That's what I'm
It's a
saying. You gotta
narrative
be
here.
careful.
You get what I
Yeah.
mean? One of these is unch.
So what? So even for me, like going fractally to 5 contracts, is that even an option on NQ?
Yeah, same way that 100 points is the option on YM. Yeah, same way 100 points is the option on YM. Because what you're gonna get. For that 1,000, that 1,000's gonna be 100 keys. 50 for 100, it's the same thing.
Nigga, these bitches for real, they both finna close green. We about to have to buy in a minute and a half, bro. So which one you going with? Which one you going with, and how you coming? Tricky, boy.
It's tricky, man. And then everything, these two bitches sitting. It's tricky, man. It's tricky. I don't think-
That's why it's called taking a risk. Cause nobody had to take a risk, you boy.
Yeah, I think I might have to go in key speed. I have to go in key speed, bro. Fuck around and find out. Shit. 25,
How you coming though? How you coming? You do NQ, how you coming?
50.
I gotta practice this now. You talking about 5 minis? Like, I don't know. I'm about to price it. I know you know your partner.
Alright,
Alright, we got a green candle on
got a green candle on
green 15-minute candle close on NQ. Doji red on YM, bro.
Order filled.
Where's my brat?
Order filled.
No, I'm pricing. Yeah, pricing.
Yeah, 1 in 25 here would be straight. Based on, it's a key level right here. I know it's fucking kilo right here. Previous all time right here at 816.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, cause this candle got 827, 8 and 25.
Order filled.
5.8, but that is still not under the fucking SL 83. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go 5 and 50 here. Stop under 83. Yeah.
Where's my situation?
That's what I'm about
Order
to go.
filled.
I'm about to go.
She ain't even putting the brackets on right now. Am I tripping?
Are you good? Alright, I'm in. This shit right here. This is the best. Alright, what you got? You good? 39.
Order filled.
Shit ain't place my fucking stop.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it now.
Yeah, because it's 600 to be under previous day low, and then go to get.
I mean, I'm under the spread 4 for 517. So where we gotta take this shit to get the TP?
I mean, see the one that got right over London High, though. It's not far at all. See the one right over London High. And then the big banger is not far away either. 1300 is not far away.
I like that clothes. Yeah, Asia. Alright, so you making like, you making like 900 at the SL4, which is also London High. Yeah, fucking previous day high is what? Shit.
Nigga, that's the one.
Alright,
Alright, so I'm break even at 50 plus
25,
30 is 80, right? So break even at 81.
50 plus 30 is 80, correct?
Yeah. Break even at 80.
Gosh.
What happened?
That motherfucker to the highs, boy.
That's what I'm saying. That shit's in range. Now look at this trade.
Shit.
Stop outside of range and in range is 1500.
I gotta listen
Man,
to my
top-
partner, dog. This nigga's Nostradamus.
Hey, bro. Yo, you taught me well, man. You taught me well, man. Now we got to stop under previous day low. All the risk and reward in the world is right here, but
How much you risking under Tuesday, Lil?
I'm
6.
risking this my 6. Like, we just gonna stop me.
580.
But at least I can now I can walk away from this. Stop under previous day low. I'm targeting London High. It's like real. It's like yeah, if we need real niggas can come sell it, dick it. But
Yeah, they can
I
come
don't see
dick
that
it.
happening.
I don't see it happening. Alright, yeah, that's me for the day, man. Golly, this nigga got me in I like it there. I like it.
Yeah.
That was tough because you just can't be in that. The candle really gave it away. The candle on the YM really gave it away. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Really gave it away. That's what made the option. Like you feel me? I'm gonna wait another 30 minutes to see if the YM gonna close
Exactly.
green when I got the possible like real lagger right here,
Real lagger right here, like
ready to go.
like it was a tough pick. That's why but just pathing wise, drawing wise.
Pathing wise, I mean,
I'm happy.
TP3 is in price. Stop is under Tuesday low.
For real.
Within risk parameters, under the spread 4 and
bro,
under
and
Tuesday
you already
low.
know how the Nasdaq
I'm
is.
very
Like,
happy.
Once Nasdaq gets over this 850 London low, our break even is gonna be enemy.
And you know what I
It's gonna
told
happen.
I told you I wanted.
Yeah, you did.
I need
And
a.
Remember, I told you. Remember you said it, and I was like, shit, it's probably gonna come soon. And then I went back and looked at the charts last night. I'm like, damn, bro was saying that because this shit gonna happen like tomorrow.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like that fucking.
Like that 1,500 in price. Like that's all. Even this, just the situation right here, with it being in with a $1,500 TP in price, not even close to the previous day high.
Yeah,
You
bro.
feel me? Like
And the stop is under previous day low. Like, go ahead, spend that little extra $50 and get your stop under previous day low, but under 76. Like, don't be petty.
yeah, I'm
Like,
at
this shit
67.
this fucking trade right here from high to low has fucking 2K potential. Like if this was like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta cut it out at 15, but like regular day, you can take that. You're gonna be able to leave this.
You're gonna be able to leave that going all
If
day.
if the market just gonna go, if that.
But that's where niggas is hard on the. It's hard for them to do the NQ even for a nigga like me, because that fracture, that shit is like, it's kind of wild. Like you can fractionalize it to get a 50-point stop
and then
and still have a 3-to-1 in price. It's still a
it
better
look just
situation
like,
than the white.
look just like his buddies for real.
Yeah.
But the more risk reward is in it. Like the targets are all in price on his buddies for real. But you see the risk reward. That's how you know it's a lagger. You see the risk reward. It's like where
That's what tell it.
Where you be getting paid 1,000 here, you getting paid 15 here.
15 here. That's what tell it. And I'm happy with that. That's
I'm
good.
happy and I'm done. So they can stop me out.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I'm
I'm getting my specs in now. Making sure I did everything right, but you can see right on my charts with my execution.
Yeah, look at this shit, right? That's it.
Yeah, that's me. Stop under the lows. I love it. And I love it. No, I smelled the fatty. I mixed what we had with like a little bit of that.
You was toast.
Nigga, I was done. I was like, yeah, I gotta go to bed. Fucking fuck. Damn, yesterday low was 24,780. What the fuck? I got my shit at 67 for 600.
Yeah, what you got? Damn, you got good entry.
Cause I waited a second, cause it went pulling up my brackets.
Tuesday long.
The spread, nah, I moved my shit up. Yeah, cause we can break that Tuesday low. I'm out of here. Please get me out. But the 80, that's right on the spread 4. That is great. Yeah, spread 4 was 24,783. Yeah, this is like, it's a 70% chance this trade works.
You got some high probability.
Got some high probability behind it. Yeah, I'm done. Alright guys, about to watch these play out. Roll me a little paper. That was intense, but I'm done working. Stop at 24,772. Break even's gonna be at break even at 24,880. TP1 gonna be London high 24,913, and TP2 gonna be the extendo all-time highs 2520. Risk is 562. Alright guys, that is me. For real, this chart down here is like the execution chart on the 4-hour. Like this is my whole trade, bro. SL4. Top of the 4-hour candle was 24,912. Sell that high, correlates to London high. Spread 4 hours, literally this low right here, which is 24,785. Tuesday low 24,780. Man,
Look at this.
talk about an A
This
plus.
level, previous all-time high psych level going right there under
For real, and we got for that Thursday high. That Thursday high
Yeah,
right there.
Thursday
This
high,
is-
that's what I'm talking
it's
about.
double
3
dribbling on it.
Double dribbling.
For real,
And
that
that's a
candle
preview.
not only went to that spread 4-hour low, came back and closed green over the Thursday high.
Yeah,
Feel
literally.
me? So it came back over the structure and everything. All right, that's me, man. I'm done, man. About to roll up, man. I love the job, man. 10:25, I'm done. Let this thing play out all day. Hit a 1500 TP. You feel me? This kind of be at about 2 bands, man.
Really, I was lucky I won't let this. It pissed me out yesterday. Lucky I won't let this shit just go for high, hit the balance, and then just come in and zip my pants on and make five.
You really? Yeah, boy, talking spicy.
I might literally do that shit just because like it kind of pissed me off yesterday.
That boy talking spicy.
Yeah, I make that 500 in my fucking sleep. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna touch it till
Yeah.
I ain't gonna touch it till a deeper time. How about that?
Yeah, I'll give it up. See, you can take the little 5, man. I got the one. I got the R's, man.
Nah, I'm saying I'm gonna let this.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You can put it up there and
Yeah.
just let it roll.
Yeah, let it roll.
The risk
right?
don't even matter.
Yeah, exactly. It don't matter. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
See if my boy meet Kevin live, man.
But,
Kevin probably ain't live today. Ain't a lot of news today.
nah, he had a slot set. He had a slot set.
He
on
did.
him.
Oh yeah, he live. That boy live. That boy live. All right, guys, gonna get some of this news from my boy Meet Kevin. We're here. Great work today, guys. Great work.
take control. So, and I guarantee you, and there are not a lot of things in life that are sure, that New York City will be coming to the federal government for a bailout if the Mondami plans are implemented.
And are you going to give him that bailout?
It will be the same thing that Gerald Ford said. Drop dead.
Drop dead. But look, oh my God. I mean, when you're talking about this mayoral race, this is the capital of, the capital of capitalism, right? I mean, New York's mayor race matters, right, for the country.
It does, but you can't enact policies like this and expect to be bailed out.
Yeah.
I lived here in the 80s. David Dinkins was a very nice man, but I remember rejoicing the night Rudy Giuliani was elected and the city went on this great path that we all took for granted. Giuliani to Bloomberg, and then Bill de Blasio came in, terrible leadership. Things sort of went sideways under Eric Adams, and this lurched down under Mondami. Everyone who stayed, now wants to leave.
Yeah.
All the high earners, all the businesses. Maria, if we go back over the past 5 years, we have seen the greatest transfer of wealth in U.S. history from Manhattan County to Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County.
Yep.
The Mondami could be the greatest thing for Florida real estate.
Unbelievable. Do you think we're going to see a government shutdown next week? I mean, you've got this that is on your plate as well. I'm sure you've been talking to lawmakers about funding this government.
I don't know. What I can tell you is that the Democratic proposals are unserious, that they, this 1.5 trillion, they blew out the deficit when they were in charge. We're not going to let them do it this time. Senator Schumer did the right thing in the spring. Compromise.
Not blocking.
Democratic senators along kept the government open. But, again, you've seen Senator Schumer's poll numbers. He's got AOC nipping at his heels.
Yeah.
He talks about Social Security a lot. I think it's because he's afraid he's going to be out of the Senate and have to draw it down.
Well, I mean, look, you're talking about expiring Obamacare, Affordable Care Act subsidies, I guess for 22 million Americans. And what we learned this week was that they also want those subsidies for illegals, right, in this country. Is that what they want in this package before agreeing to fund the government?
Well, Maria, let's go back to President Trump's speech at the UN yesterday, and it really parallels what the Democrats have tried to do to America. He talked about how countries have open borders. That's what the Democrats tried to do to us. He talked about this emphasis on renewables and how we got behind the curve on energy security and energy dominance. That's what the Democrats want to do to America. We talk about the sky-high debt. That's what the Democrats did to America. President Trump's not going to let them do it, and I have great confidence in him, Speaker Johnson, Leader Thune.
Yeah.
And we will get to the other side of this, but the Democrats don't understand. President Trump was elected for change to right the ship, and we're not going to let them bring down the ship.
Well, they still don't like what's in the big, beautiful bill. And you worked so hard on that. And I know for a while you were saying President Trump is doing tax deals, peace deals, and what tax deals, peace deals.
And trade deals.
And trade deals, thank you,
Yes.
because I thought that was so spot on. And I've been using that as well. In terms of the big, beautiful bill, the no tax on tips element, how do we know which tips are not taxed? Do you want to tell us who's eligible for no tax on tips?
Well, Maria, it's a big list. I'm also the IRS commissioner now, so you can go to the IRS website. We are outlining that, and what we're not going to do is let people game the system. We have records of who's gotten substantial tip income.
Yeah.
And again, this is the strongest point of the bill, because on one side it gave full depreciation to businesses, so it's spurring a capex boom. On the other side, it was President Trump's unique blend of economics for working Americans: no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, and interest deductibility if you buy an American car. And I think what's going to be very interesting here is most Americans have not changed their withholding for 2025. So they'll be getting substantial refunds in 2026. They'll change their withholding in January, and they will get an automatic take-home pay increase. So
that is a big deal.
I think 2026 could be a great year for working Americans.
That is a big deal. Do you want to see a second reconciliation package, and would you propose a cut in capital gains taxes in it?
We'll see. I'm not going to get in front of the president here, but I think all options are on the table. Right now at Treasury, we were tasked with, along with the White House, along with the Senate and the House, getting the bill across the line. That was pass-fail. No one believed it could be done by July 4th. President Trump's leadership, with assistance from Speaker Johnson, Leader Thune, unbelievable. It was done on July 4th. At Treasury, we're in charge of implementation. So we're just worried about implementing this one in a fast, reliable, and safe way for the American people.
Mr. Secretary, a lot of viewers want to hear about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and you've got big plans here. The last time we were on the show, we discussed the portions of these companies going public. You're going to take 5% or between 3 and 6% of them public. Everybody's buzzing about this $30 billion IPO, possibly the largest IPO we've seen, more than the Saudi Aramco deal. What can you tell us about the plans here? What do you want to do?
Well, Maria, I can tell you that we are moving forward, but in a very deliberate fashion, and we will have announcements in the coming months. But the IPO is important, but the really important thing here is that we either maintain mortgage spreads or narrow them further to help the American people. So as we are negotiating this sale of a government stake, we want a...
You know what a DSCR loan is. What you might not know is when you work with the lender, your file stays with the same team from start to finish. Origination,
for Treasury, but the most important thing here is that mortgage rates stay benign or even get better for American people, because we're in this housing affordability crisis. We talked about it. I think the Fed lowering rates will bring it down, and we are working on this every day. So but with Fannie and Freddie, our North Star is mortgage rates and then the sale to the public.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do that, right? The sale to the public. And I'm sure you're looking at different ways in terms of doing this. Every bank wants in on it. Investors think this is going to be, I mean, would this be a good investment for someone who's looking at buying into it? Tell me about these companies.
Look, these are the American dream, their American home ownership. It is the American government. These are regulated entities that, excuse me, went astray during the financial crisis. They were mismanaged, and we are going to make sure that.
I wouldn't say they went astray during the financial crisis. I would say leading into the financial crisis, they became uncompetitive because the private market became so aggressive at new forms of lending that really fueled a housing bubble, and then Fannie Freddie followed suit. Now, they didn't need to follow suit, but they did. So maybe that's where you could argue they went astray, but it was really the private market that led to the aggressiveness in lending.
They have proper governance, and when we bring them public,
and that's the concern, that if they go public, you fuel a bubble again. The same thing happens again.
Don't want to talk about perspective, but I can tell you everything will be in place for their success. I think that they are unique as financial institutions. I think that they are unique as consumer institutions, and we are looking for a range of institutional investors who will be long-term holders, but we also want the American people and small shareholders to have a stake in these companies too. We want them to be part of the American dream.
The idea of government owning portions of public companies, this is something that free market people have to get their heads around. They're not clear about your agenda. So walk us through what you're thinking. The government took a 10% stake in Intel. The government is talking about taking a stake in a minerals company. The government will own, obviously, conservatorship with these companies, even if they sell 5% of it. What should we think about that? Because some people say, well, look, if government owns a portion of a company, then that's going to mean that company gets better treatment than another company. For example, I spoke with the CEO of Figure, who's also a mortgage originator. Here's what he said. Watch this.
Play it.
In terms of the market that is available to you right now, the potential market, what would that look like?
One of the big ones that we're going after is first lien mortgage. So we're now competing directly with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, using blockchain technology as an advantage. And for certainly loans under $500,000, we're winning in that competition right now.
And Fannie and Freddie are likely going to see their own IPOs once again, right? President Trump expected to take 5% of those companies public. Does that sort of even pony up the competition that much further?
Well, we like competing against them as private enterprises. They get a little bit of an unfair advantage as a government-backed entity, but so it levels the playing field a little bit. But right now we're winning irrespective.
So broadly speaking, is it an unfair advantage when government has a stake in a public company? And you could look at Fannie Mae, you could look at Intel.
Keep in mind that Figure is like 99% home equity lines of credit right now.
Well, Maria, there are decisions that the U.S. government makes that we believe is good for society. We believe home ownership is good. So therefore, the government wants to be involved. And I can tell you, like having come into government for the private sector, that what we have seen here is that there was a breakdown in our supply chains, and whether during COVID, whether it was semiconductors, whether we're seeing it with the Chinese, putting export controls on rare earths. So there are some things for national security or that we have made the decision as a society we want to do. But I can tell you, like the Intel stake, it's now been validated that NVIDIA's come in and taken a stake. The biggest company in the world. President Trump again. He looks for solutions. He's like, well, why were we subsidizing Intel? Why shouldn't the American taxpayer have some of the upside?
Yeah, it's very interesting. The way you're monetizing the balance sheet.
But monetizing the balance sheet, because I can tell you, every day President Trump wants to be the president who creates assets for the American people, not debt. Not debt.
So you'll be investing in more companies if it meets that national security requirement.
Well, again, we realize that across 5, 6, 7 industries, we are so vulnerable, and we've got to do There's something about that. There's a group of us in the government led by President Trump who believes that when we leave in January 29, that we will have failed if we have not made resilient supply chains for these key industries, and we're not going to fail.
Is China going to go along with all of this? What can you tell us about the rare earth minerals flow from China? Is it going to flow?
It is flowing, and look, we're not without levers on our side. We have plenty of products that they depend on us for, so there is a back and forth. We do not want to decouple from China. We need to de-risk.
And in terms of those rare earth magnets and minerals, they were pushing back. What is the leverage point? Is it airplane parts? What is the leverage point with China?
There's a big group of products, but it could be aircraft engines and aircraft parts. It could be certain chemicals that are used in production of plastics. It could be the ingredients for silicon.
Okay.
And it's a wide range.
Secretary, I want to take a short break and then come back because your portfolio also includes the sanctions, and we've got...
I mean, that was honestly a very comprehensive interview there so far. I think we got the most interesting part of it out, BBA accreditation. No, I always think BBB, triple B accreditation is nonsense. You pay for a badge and that's it. I don't know that anybody cares, but who knows? Certain industries care more. Okay, so that's interesting. We got the Fannie Freddie talk. They keep kicking the can down the road on that, which just makes you wonder, like, when's that going to happen? But that does seem to be something markets are excited about. Speaking of L markets, still kind of chilling in the same place. AMD barely green. You've got IREN's doing great, 15%. You got that what's it called? AI push today. Apple down 1%. Adobe's down 3%. Nvidia's basically flat. Let's see. Figma down 5%. I mean, look at Figma post IPO, man. Always somewhat rough when you see those post IPO, huh? So Sim coming down a little bit. What else here? Baba just absolutely killing it. I mean, since earnings, they've skyrocketed from 118 to 180 in a month. Really impressive moves by Baba here. Look at that Chinese exposure. So, wow. Okay. Go see what now the doomsdayers have for us. The doomers. All right. Let's see.
So seeing is that, extreme weather events are starting to play out in real time. So perhaps we used to position sustainability being about long-term value creation. I think what we're seeing now is companies start to view this as short-term value retention.
It's interesting you call it the silent majority. Are we in an environment where companies just are continuing to do the work, but they are fearful about speaking about any sort of environmental or even DEI work they're doing because it might sort of evoke the ire of the White House?
So with Datamaran, we analyze a lot of corporate reports and we see the narrative change, right? So DEI narrative is changing into inclusion and sustainability and climate. We're using different terminology. When you think about climate change, people talk a lot about supply chain risks, things like that, just to make the business case easier and to translate it into business fundamentals, governance, risk, and reporting. But overall, we do see companies continue, but figuring out how to best, continue in this environment where it's difficult to stick your neck out.
I was just looking at the companies who have changed the titles of their diversity programs. It's like IBM, Constellation Brands, United Health, Victoria's Secret, BlackRock City. I mean, I could go on. There's so many. But what stuck out to me was what Jamie Dimon said in February. In a town hall, he was talking to employees about bias training. He says something like, I saw how much we were spending money on some of this stupid, and then he used an expletive that I won't say, and he went on to say, it really pissed me off. How much of this is also just an excuse for corporations to pull back spending, saying the White House is pushing back, why would we spend money on this? Let's save money where we don't have to.
Yeah, I think you'll see who's really authentic about this stuff. But I also think one of the good things about maybe this pushback is that companies are being more focused. So last year, also with the Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive in the EU being at play, there was such a focus on compliance.
Going anywhere
and
here.
companies setting up very large
I was
compliance.
hoping I'd get some kind of insight, but I don't think we're getting much out of it.
Expecting that. Now, Davis doesn't expect that we'll see another Keytruda, which did nearly $30 billion in sales last year.
Biotech, don't care. What about Fox Biz?
But I'm afraid the Nasdaq and the S&P slipping ever a little bit lower. Lauren's looking at the movers, and I really want to know what's going on with Tesla.
Up 3%. So Elon
That's
Musk
pretty
weighed
good.
in on this debate over his $1 trillion.
It's the enthusiasm right now, by the way, for Tesla, in my opinion, is driven by deliveries, which will probably smash at the beginning of October. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of buy the rumor, sell the news going on here, on people really excited about these deliveries smashing, and they probably honestly will. So, yeah. All right.
And they make those chips.
Hundreds of billions.
I know. Well, everyone's saying $4 trillion plus in the next 5 years.
Incredible. Lauren, thanks very much. Major League Baseball is getting an upgrade next year. Whoa. Ashley, what kind of an upgrade?
Robots, Stu, can you believe? You won't be seeing a metal robot or cyborg calling balls and strikes behind the plate, but starting next season, baseball's going to use an automated system.
All right. So let's go see what else. Explore and see what we have recorded. So let's see. We saw Kimmel came back. We had, let's see, Charlie Kirk Legacy. He had the shooting at an ice facility. This is no.
53 today. Just come in and we'll play ball. We'll play ball, man. Tell me what the math.
Yeah, you feel me? We'll make for real 15, at least 1,504 counts today.
Yeah.
This trade works. That'll be 15 times 4, 16. I mean 6,000. Make it 6K. Make 6K today if this trade play out. If it fell, just be a regular losing day, boy. For real, we only shit. My partner ain't took a loss all month. Only took one loss.
Every trade I ended, like for real, Justin Verlander said that.
And every trade we enter, we expect to lose.
You have to.
Not to have you thinking stop first.
Yeah, stop first. Like literally, I ain't gambling. I ain't getting it. Even then, that just keep you basic. Like that's stuff we already know we're not gonna do. Add in that stupid points, all that.
Yeah,
shit.
all that stuff.
Start overworking the trades, like for real. Like, nah, but it's hard. Like, self-preservation. Like, it is.
Yeah, nigga.
Literally, this is literally.
This is it, man. This is what we live for. That's what I come in. This is what I come in for. When I don't have one of these, I'm a little upset. 4 hour on the NQ, flipping green. That should have been enough stops. Usually, I'm happy with the Nasdaq because Nasdaq don't lie. Like YM, man, shit, YM will get real sloppy on you. You'll be looking at the YM like, yeah, that bitch coming from my stop.
Gotta be with you.
You feel me? All right, but yeah, this is the trade for the day, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a TJ on y'all boys. Go ahead and get this video out, get some shorts posted, man. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. We're gonna let this trade play out. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be updating you, letting you know that we made 6K today. And if not, it'll just be a regular losing day. We'll be back to trade tomorrow. So NMB, nothing missing, nothing broken, guys. Shout out my boy, excuse me. Shout out my partner, boss behind the production, man. Shout out all my homies in the Discord. And we'll be back, man, same time tomorrow. I appreciate every one of you. Trade safe today. Don't over risk. Follow your rules. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Twin Peak Trader.